Yo, we got universal AI or universe of AI giving us why Kimi 2.5 is better than Claude.
Today, a new model just dropped from Moonshot AI and is called Kimi K2.5. And this one is interesting for a very specific reasons. This isn't just a bigger model or a small upgrade. The focus here is on agents, parallel execution, and coding with vision, all in one open source system. So in this video, I want to break down what Kimi K2.5 actually does, how the agent swarm works, and where this fits compared to models like GPT-5, Claude, and Gemini. So let's get into it. Kimi K2.5 builds on Kimi K2 with continued pre-training on around 15 trillion mixed text and visual tokens. This is a native multimodal model, meaning vision and text were trained together from the start. Kimi now offers four models: Kimi K2.5 Instant, K2.5 Thinking, K2.5 Agent, and K2.5 Agent Swarm, which is currently
I'm honestly going to give a take. I think DeepSeek was one of the best products to drop when it comes to LLMs just because of how I use it. It just sucks that the model is not too good on memory, and the memory in itself is something that's big when it comes to AI. But I think DeepSeek is a great product.
in beta. Most of what we're going to talk about today is centered around agent and agent swarm. Most agent systems today still run one agent at a time, even if they pretend to multitask. Kimi K2.5 is different because it can automatically run up to 100 sub agents, and this is what they call agent swarm. Run them in parallel, coordinate up to 15,000 tool calls, and you don't need to define roles or design a workflow. The model decides how to split the task, what can run in parallel, and how to recombine results. In Kimi's own testing, this leads to up to 4.5 times faster execution compared to a single agent. This is trained using something called parallel agent reinforcement learning, where the model is explicitly rewarded for using parallelism when it makes sense. And just to show you guys how strong this new model is when it comes to agentic capabilities, we can look at three specific benchmarks which are designed for agents: the software verified, browser comp, and HLE, humanity's last exam. So what we're comparing this model against is GPT 5.2. And what you're noticing is that Kimi K2.5 not only delivers a better performance on each of these benchmarks, but it's doing it at a fraction of the cost, which is amazing to see. So what you're looking at right now is
GPT is not that good. Especially with some of the news coming out that is gonna take some I think some revenue share from ideas that's built on this platform. Yeah, GPT has to go. It seems more commercial than useful as a tool for business enterprise. Like if I'm a business, I'm not going to integrate GPT in any of my software. I would integrate, however, Claude because they have Claude Code. I would integrate, however, Google Copilot or Google Gemini, regardless of which Google tool you use, because it just seems to have an ecosystem that supports enterprise level work. OpenAI, it look like it's just supporting the pockets and the venture capitalists that's invested in it, so everyone's happy. That's just my opinion.
Agent Swarm in action. So what it does is that the task is to identify the top 3 YouTube creators across 100 niche domains. And then what Kimi does is defines the domains, spawns 100 sub-agents, and each agent researches one niche, and the results are then merged into a spreadsheet. This is a good example because it's not flashy, it's just straight up work. And the important part is that it's not sequential. Everything is happening at the same time. Another good example is using tool use at scale. A Kimi team member used K2.5 Agent Swarm to help their parents recreate a long held dream, which was to take amazing wedding photos in different parts of the world. The K2.5 Agent Swarm launched 20 sub agents to generate culturally aligned wedding travel scenes worldwide. And the K2.5 Agent Swarm also even decomposed a literature review across 40 social psychology papers, and each sub agent was responsible for a specific section of the review, and their outputs are then synthesized into a 100-page, 2-column academic document. And because of this K2.5 agent swarm, Kimi K2.5 was able to beat Claude Opus 4.5 when it came to browser comp, wide search, and even their in-house bench, where it kind of showed an 80% reduction in end-to-end runtime, which is crazy to see as well. Kimi K2.5 also
One thing I'm noticing about Claude is especially when it comes to context and what you're asking it for, it's really not as good as GPT, believe it or not. Um, for the most part, GPT has access to Google, so like most of the information I want to say is pretty accurate on the first prompt. You don't really have to ask it to fact check itself. It's gonna just deep search, which is something that DeepSeek did very well initially because it was able to like really lock in on how the information was being retrieved. Claude, on the other hand, will just give you some shit without any context. And if you don't catch it to be like, yo, where are you getting this information from? It'll just straight up tell you I'm making it up. Like I'm just going off of what the context inside of me is telling me. It's not going off of any real data. Multiple times I had issues with Claude because it's telling me some regurgitated stuff that's like either outdated or not true, straight up. We're talking about 4.5.
Claims that they are the strongest open source model when it comes to coding, with particularly strong capabilities in front end development. But what stands out is something called coding with vision. So Kimi can take images or videos of a website, reconstruct the layout, debug UI visually, and reason over screenshots. One demo shows Kimi watching a video of a website, rebuilding the UI, and then matching the animations and layout behavior, which is pretty cool. Another example is a maze image that was given to it. It converted it into a grid and found the shortest path using BFS, and then it put that path back onto the image. So this works because vision and text capabilities are scaled together in this model instead of there being a trade-off. So I want to test out Kimi's front-end coding capabilities. So the way I'm going to do that is going to ask it to create a premium minimalist Apple-inspired landing page for Universe of AI, which is obviously my YouTube channel. I've given it my logo, and I like Apple as I'm recording this on my MacBook. And I want the look to be bright mode with lots of white space, soft shadows, nav, hero with two CT of what I hate the inspiring the website. And this is what the website looks like. But before we get into the website, let's just take a look at what happens in the background because this kind of explains how powerful the agents are. So first thing you'll notice is that it understands the task, it reads the information, so it's trying to read my image, which was my logo. Then it creates a to-do list, which basically says that okay, it has 12 tasks that it has to accomplish. First thing, initialize a web app project with React, TypeScript, and Tailwind, and then so on and so forth, and then finally build and deploy the website. And then it also has generated some images. I'm guessing these are assets is going to use in the actual website at the end, which is kind of cool because these images are not bad. Like the first one goes to the next over here, you will see is that I was going to scroll down the web page, test everything. So this is pretty good. I'm not going to complain, but I'll give this a 7 out of 10. I don't know what you guys think about this website, but let me know what you guys think in the comments.
The website's pretty dope. I skipped to the end because I wanted to see where the video
Automatically,
would
which is really
go.
nice to have. And one of the more interesting demo is their autonomous visual debugging. So demo pre-chart capabilities and then
So coding per Kimi membership engineer to drive workflow. Yeah, my next question was gonna be, was Kimi one of those things to use in open code, or did you have to have Kimi code itself? Regardless, I think Kimi is something revolutionary in itself. I personally never used Kimi because of all the AI tools, but lately I've been feeling like AI is kind of stagnant. There was a point last year or 2 years ago where AI was just a fancy image generator. It seemed like all we could generate was images. Now I feel like all we can do is code tools, fancy code IDEs, which is not bad, but it's just like the breakthrough with AI is kind of at a standstill. I feel like there's gonna be a bubble to be burst, which leaves me more room to see what I could use on a day-to-day basis. But right now, there's just so much going on. We have Claudebot, we have things like Sora coming out with updates daily. We're gonna have another one next week. OpenAI is trying to take revenue share from developers and people using their product. There's just a lot of stuff going on with the AI tool field. So it's just going to be interesting to see. I don't want to quickly hop on a trend and then waste my time with an AI tool and then get invested in it, and then boom, there's a premium plan attached to it. I come from the AI ages where the newest product was free, completely free, and then they had to figure out a pay scale, a model behind all the free stuff that they were giving out. And then here we are today in a world where they're trying to recoup on the money that was given to us for free. So like I'm not opposed to all the tools that's out, but I do understand that they're just trying to get the money that they initially lost for promoting this revolutionary stuff in the first place. So it'll just be interesting to see how this AI bubble turns out and what tool still remains number one. But like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys check out Universe of AI. And I just wanted to touch base on this new Kimi update. And is it really better than 4.5 Opus? I too have a Claude membership, but I'm looking to transition away from it just because it's just a lot of stuff going on. So